Hello, good morning, and buenos dias. I have been working on this Monstera for the last 5 months to air layer her. That way I could get ready for her big chop, and the time is finally come. Before, I wanted to give you a little bit of background on this Monstera and kind of how we got to this point. So this Big Bertha has been with me almost a full year now, and I actually purchased her from a neighbor. I didn't know it was a neighbor at the time, but they actually own this huge Monstera and they were moving. And so I found it on Facebook Marketplace and I said, hey, I would like it. And lo and behold, it was actually down the street. And so when I first got her, she was very large and unruly, and so they were struggling with how to support such a big Monstera, and so that was one of the reasons why they also wanted to part ways with it, because it was just so out of control. They didn't know what else to do with it. So I said, I will manage. And so I brought it with me and I worked on supporting it on a wood plank. Nothing else would support the weight and the height of this big girl, and so I used a cedar plank, this guy right here. I use that as a support so I can get it upright, and it's worked well. Aesthetically pleasing, no. Functional, yes. So I'm glad I made that decision. I actually shared how I did it. I will put a little thing here with the video if you want to go back and see in the process of that. That was quite a experience. Fast forward, here we are. And so the problem that I'm having now is, it's a great problem to have actually, but the problem that I'm having now is that it is getting to a point where it's going to get too tall for my space. This was the latest leaf. Do you see that massive leaf? Beautiful, gorgeous, just everything I ever hoped for. Well, the next leaf that comes from it is officially going to hit the top, and so I decided to get ahead of the game and start air layering it. And so what you could do when you're propagating a plant, you could choose to propagate. So you cut it and then grow roots, and then you will transition it to the medium that you would like to put it in, or in the pot that you would like to put it in. In my case, because of the size, I knew if I did that, it was going to take up a big amount of space here in my home to propagate. And so I didn't have another section to have such a large cutting. And when you have a large cutting too, it takes one that much longer, and growing roots on such a large cutting many times means that you have to cut the plant down because it has so much foliage that it's trying to maintain, that having roots develop, it's working too hard to try and pump up those new roots. What I decided to do was start the air layering process. So in November, I found a node on the stem of the Monstera. I took sphagnum moss and I wrapped it around in a bag. I wrapped it around the stem. Now you could choose to score the node a bit, chop to the node, but I decided I wanted to see how it would go if I didn't. And it does take longer if you don't chop at the node a bit and score it, but I was okay with that because I wasn't in a huge rush to grow new roots. I just knew I had to plan for this for the future. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. And it is now April, and this is what it's looking like now. The beauty of this is that I am able to now go ahead and make the chop, and immediately I'd probably wait about a day until that cut end calluses, but then the following day I'd probably just go ahead and put it right into the medium. So what I'm thinking, she's not retaining water, so I'm having to water her more often, and I don't really know how long it's been in this pot. I did add that plank last year, like I mentioned, but I didn't change up any soil. I just added the soil that was already in it, and I used the same size pot. So at this point, I think it could use a bit of an upgrade. So since I'm going to repot anyway, I thought I'll make the chop and incorporate that chopped section, the propagated section, back into the pot to create a fuller pot. Now it's not going to be as tall, which I'm bummed out about because I love the fact that she's huge and tall, but again, it's going to hit pretty soon and I'm going to have to chop anyways. Great reasons to air layer is there is no way that really can fail. If you end up not growing roots, your plant is still fine. It also alleviates you from going through that shock if you were to propagate, maybe grow it in water and then transition it eventually if you wanted to do it into soil. You may have potential shock to your propagated plant. And so in this case, it's already attached and you're getting it right into its medium. There's no transition shock. And so up next is to give it the big chop. My heart, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt my heart. I love her so much and I love that she's large. So I think I'm ready. Did I water as I should? No, as you can tell, it's super dry moss. Look at that. Moss stuck on here. I'm just gonna dampen it. Try and clear some of it off with my toothbrush. That thick aerial root. Holy cow. I'm kind of dreading this right now. I love how she looks right now. I love her height. She's like, she looks cool. And so I feel sad. All by myself. Don't wanna be. I just gotta do it. I just gotta stop thinking about it. Because I'm gonna chicken out. No, oh no. This hurts. Okay, kitchen knife. You're doing the job here. I heard the crack. It cracked big. This is happening. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, that hurts so much. You still look good. Look at that, man.
And here I am realizing that my mic is not on during this time. So this is the largest leaf that I have grown. I could not believe how massive it was. After making that chop, I left that cutting on the couch to sit in callus overnight. And once it was dry, then I moved on to the following day and started the actual repotting.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yep, we're whipping out the dolly. Do love your new home. You're gonna have a little bit more space to keep growing nice and tall and wide. And don't give up on me yet. I woke up this morning with all the confidence in the world. Oh, flip! And I just ripped it. I don't know if I have that same energy right now. Oh, like this. Yay, like that. Okay. This part is scary. We're stuck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yes, 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 yes. And now the fun part. Get over there. The problem is we're in an angle, look. Ouch. Okay. And lay you down, fast asleep. And lay down, lay down. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. And the piece that I propagated, I needed a snack. I'm removing it from the stake now. I thought that the plank would potentially slide right out. I was wrong. I was very wrong. I really didn't want to have to beat her up.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. You can't tell by the way I use my walk. Woman, man, no time to talk. Words you have when they want me. Kicked around since I was born. It's alright, it's okay. You can't live the other way. You don't know how to do.
Holy smokes! Holy smokes! Look at that root ball! We all want big plants until it's time to repot them. Then we regret all our life decisions. Now what? Big pot. Adding drainage holes. I think this pot is big enough. I didn't measure, but just by looking at it, I think we're good. I hope we're good. Oh, so I got too excited. Okay. Indoor potting soil, orchid bark, perlite. Mix it. Okay, let's see. That was a perfect size. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was great. I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna be using a trellis for this one. Okay. I got it. This other piece that I propagated, I will add her to the side with leaves all facing the same way. Something like that. Those are some super massive leaves. Okay. Just don't fall over. Don't fall. You were fine. You were freaking fine. There. That's better. What? What happened? What happened? What happened? Why would you do that? Now how am I gonna get this in the house? That's the question. Careful with your perlite. See, the problem is that I'm at an angle here, so I'm gonna turn myself. Are you kidding me right now? You came out? You're supposed to go in your hole.
Oh, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Stay in your hole. You want to go home with your brothers and sisters. Let's turn you around like this. I think that's better. Yeah, that is much better. Okay, gravity. The problem is that I want the trellis to be close to the stem here so that I can continue to support it to go straight up like that. Do you see that? So I need to move this trellis closer towards the middle. There we go. Like this. Oh my gosh. Use my tape to start to secure it so it doesn't keep falling like that. So we're securing from the stem, not from the petioles, from the stem to the trellis. So I added a wood stick to the side, and I will support this stem to this stake. No. There we go. That worked out much better. A little bit of each. I'm getting those roots in as deep as possible. And then incorporating handfuls at a time. I would love to be able to hose this down and hose the leaves. It would be so nice, but if I wet it, this is gonna be that much heavier. So I'm just gonna end up watering it inside. Just using Velcro tape. Taking it as tight as I can. You can also use twine. That's what I used for the wood plank. See, because sometimes it gets really loose. That's my only problem with it. Oh my gosh. Are we good? I think we're good. She looks great. I'm happy with how she looks right there. And I like how this leaf and this stem looks. Okay, I think we're ready. Get her back in. I just want to say thank goodness for this dolly, or it would have been a wreck. And heave. Okay. Now it's the big hump. Shoot, 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 shoot. One. And. Come on, girls. Come on. All of us in, girls. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Okay, are we all in? I think so. Nope. Girls, almost there. Okay, ready? And a one. Hold on. We gotta hold on. And a one. And a two. One and two. And a oh my gosh, I cannot. Okay, come on. Don't stop now. Come on. Go. Everybody through the door. Everybody making it. Everybody's making it. Okay. You two, we're that close. We're not throwing tantrums over here. Okay. Ready? Suck it in. Suck it in, girls. Suck it in. Oh no. Oh no. You do not fall over when we made it home. There. You stay put. Okay. And back we go. And I don't know if this is gonna fit. I hope so, because these trays are great for watering. There we go, perfect. And back in she goes. Oh my gosh. How are you doing, sweet girl? Wow. Oh, we did it. We did it. I think she looks great. I love this pot color too. Oh. Wow. And it took about 4 of these, so I will water again when it is almost completely dry. But I'll let her acclimate right there and see how she does. That was quite the adventure. But thank you so much for sticking around and watching to the end. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And until next time, bye.